right, we can get this party started as soon as we get 5 whole likes on the stream. 5 whole likes. If we all pull together, we can get 5 likes. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, we're about to get started. Let's see if we got our 5 likes. Let's see if we got it. A little quick refresh. We got to 6. Oh, we did it. Oh boy. Oh boy, we did it. What is up, ladies and gents? We're here, and I'm about to start the vibe over here. Creating the vibe. We're going live over here on Pumpkin as well. We are live on Pumpkin. Gonna start the casting. Alrighty then. What is up, Bernard? How you doing, Harry? Fernando. That is a wild turn of events you said right there. First to come, first to get cheap Bitcoin. That, whew. Phrasing. We're just going to say phrasing. Hey, Porky. Always look forward to the streams. Cam, I do appreciate the kind words. What is up, JB? How you doing? Mo2, good morning. And good evening to Bernard. How we all doing today, guys? Are you okay? Are you panicking? Are you panicking yet? I feel like we should panic. Maybe. Let me make sure my microphone's working over here. It is working over here. We're doing good. We're doing good. Hopefully we get some Pumpkin viewers in here. That would be fantastic. But getting into it today, we're going to be looking at yeah, let's go. What is up? All right, so we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Sui. We're going to check out some AVAX, some Pepe, some Brett, some Bonk, and some Turbo because we're going into the weekend. And on the weekend, the meme coins like to move. So, we're going to be playing in some trades. Hopefully we find 1 or 2 tonight. I got into one trade. I mentioned it to the members inside of Discord. And I'm going to share it with you guys. But the trade already started moving. So, don't worry. There will be other opportunities. Because this thing has a lot of downside. But anyways, let's start diving on into it. Over here at Pumpkin, we have all of nobody. Oof. Pumpkin struggling out here. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention it to... Let me see here. There. Alrighty. Alright. You're doing great, JB. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. So, going through my thought process here on Bitcoin, we had this beautiful uptrend. We have broken the uptrend. Worst case scenario right now that I could see for Bitcoin is us getting a move down to either this 50% retrace, which is about 9.8%, 9.86% to the downside, or we could even get a bit deeper, filling this gap, maybe even getting a 15% drop down to 87,481. We have officially fell down. We did have a lower high, and then we fell through. So, what could happen in the coming days, we could catch a bounce to the upside and then hit this downtrend and roll over, which would give me a lot of, oh yeah, we're going down. However, understand what just happened. We did pull back. We're back in neutral territory in an extremely strong uptrend. What could very well happen, and this would feel like a stock-ish type move, is we stop right here. We literally stop at 102.74. And we hold support. If we do that, that would be extremely bullish because we did just get a golden retrace or a golden cross. And if we hold here, then we manage to break this downtrend. Well, our target is 123. So I personally am starting to get the feeling this is a buy the dip opportunity because every single time so far that Trump has brought up these tariffs, it turned into a buy the dip opportunity. He mentions it one day, and then a week goes by, and suddenly, oh, we're putting a 90-day pause. So, yeah. We're not allowed to have nice rallies anymore because Trump won't allow it. I disagree with that, Damien, because this was a very nice rally we had. For us to cool off right now, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. We made an all-time high. This was a beautiful rally after a 50% retrace. I don't see the problem with a little reset and then run again. So I'm not too bitter about this pullback. I'm just bitter about the aspect of we had really good data. We had great earnings call out of NVIDIA, good PCE data, jobless claims are ticking up. We have all the makings of things should go well. And it seems like Wall Street's just taking this opportunity to start selling and creating panic. So I'm going to look at this as more of a buy the dip opportunity because, you know, currently in the inflation reports, we have not seen anything bad from the tariffs. Nothing. Inflation's going down to pretty much zero. Nothing bad has come out of it outside of a freak out from Wall Street. So I'm starting to think these are great buy the dip opportunities. Altcoin season won't begin until Trump stops slapping tariffs on everybody. Altcoin season won't start until we get Jim Bob Joe Blue, who likes to pick his boogers in high school, to get a bunch of funding. We need the Fed to cut rates, in my opinion. I mean, maybe an alt season will come otherwise, but unless institutions are buying it, I don't see a true alt season like we've seen in the past starting anytime soon. Maybe next year, but I don't see it anytime soon. In other news, Elon was high on drugs while in office. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Good evening, Jake. How you doing today? I like it. Short Bitcoin on leverage and buy cheaper Bitcoin on spot for my collection. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling of. Because if you look at it on the daily doesn't look bad at all. The daily looks great for Bitcoin. It actually looks pretty decent for Ethereum as well. I was looking at the charts earlier. But on this little ride today, we're going to go through my entire thought process while looking at these, because I'm going to look at these as if I was a stock market guy, where I'm going to focus on the daily, I'm going to look at the weekly, and we're going to make our decisions based off that. So, based off this right now, we had a consolidation back here. We came up, we put in a lower high, we're coming back to that consolidation range while resetting our indicators. This looks great to me. Looks absolutely amazing. The Fed won't cut rates until Trump stops it with the tariffs. It comes back to Trump being the problem. When you say it like that, it sounds like the Fed is being the problem, because the Fed is deciding to not give a damn about jobs. Unemployment ticks up. jobless claims tick up. We are getting news of layoffs coming, and we're only going to blame tariffs? The Fed's job is to protect people's jobs. All Trump's trying to do is get manufacturing into America. Am I saying his tariff nonsense is making any sense? No. Personally, I don't like how he walks back on it every single time. Every time. I'm waiting till Tuesday. And then all of a sudden, we're going to put a pause on these random tariffs I announced on Friday. Okay, cool. We put another pause on it. Because that's all he's doing. He announces, and then he pauses. He announces, pauses. Announce, pause. It's annoying. I'm with you. It's annoying. I didn't understand what was going on. I barely traded the past 4 days. Barely traded. I tried to get in a couple trades early in the morning. Got stopped out instantly. I was like, well, it's another bullshit day. All right. The Fed wants to cut. They can't with tariffs. I don't know if they can't. They keep looking for this inflationary data that's, I guess we're going to wait for next month. It should be coming. We're going to wait till next month. Should be coming. How long are they going to wait? How much destruction is the... I personally feel like the Fed should have cut rates 3 meetings ago. Personally speaking, they should just be cutting. Cut. But they're deciding to wait. So I'm going to blame the Fed on that one. They're their own entity. They're private. They distinctively say it. They say it's not political. The way you're making it sounds pretty damn political. Sounds really political. That's a problem. I don't like the Fed being political, and it's causing issues. I don't like that. The tariffs are just a negotiating tactic. I don't think they are meant to last. I don't think they are either. The Fed will cut when unemployment rises significantly. Well, that's another problem I have. So before all these rate decisions and whatnot, America was in an interesting time. They had the largest gig economy in history. The problem with having the largest gig economy is those people don't qualify for unemployment. So if they don't qualify for unemployment, they won't show up in the data. So it's like, okay, now you got all these, and then we had a bunch of government employees. So now all these government employees need to get fired in order to start showing up in the data. So it's like, we are just in hell in a handbasket nonstop. And it's like, son of a, really? Come on now. But, oh well, we got to live through it. Luckily, we trade, and we find a lot of buy-the-dip opportunities. I'm pretty sure in the next year or two, all of this is going to look like a bad dream, and we are going to be flying high. So, I think it's okay. Trump 2025 to the moon. I don't know about this year. Maybe next year. That's the problem with the Fed. They wait until broke to fix it. They need to be proactive. Yeah, but they solely focus on the hard data. That's all it is. They solely focus on the hard data. And, okay. If we know that, what are we supposed to, like, lick their toes or something? I don't think that's right. Can't do that. Everybody on Pumpkin, welcome in. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. We're going to be looking at a few different charts. Then we're going to be taking my requests over here, which I'm sure I just already missed one because while in this rant... Oh, there it is, Cam. I see it. I'm going to be taking on requests. So if anybody has requests, drop them in the chat. We're going to be taking them all today. This is why I got on early. And then we will be looking for some trades. So yeah, this is going to be a fun stream. It's going to be as interactive as I can be. And you guys get to see my process when it comes to trading. But either way, Bitcoin right now, I'm not very bearish on Bitcoin. The altcoins, well, they don't really have the same backing like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So they might look a little bit different. No problem, Cam. Let me write these down real quick. POKT. And... ZBCN. Got you covered. Oh, Porky, we're cooked, Jason. Gosh. The more you guys say we're cooked, the more I know it's a buying opportunity. How quickly we think we're cooked. How quickly we think that. We have had selling pressure for all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It took 5 days to say we're cooked. It took Bitcoin to fall all of 6%. We're cooked. Down to a level in which we had support before. We're cooked. We're going to ignore the recent rally that was 49%, but we're cooked on a 6% pullback. How quickly we think we're cooked. Shocking. It is shocking. You mean on alts? The alts have not been good. The alts have been trash. The alts have not recovered. We went over this the other night. I mean, everybody's talking about alt season, alt season, alt season. When alt recovery? How about that? When are the alts going to recover? I'm so not worried about an alt season. I'm worried about alts recovering. That's it. You can only have bearish divergence for so long. True. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly. All right, I've been yabbering too much. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, we are about to lose our weekly level of support if this persists until Sunday night, which then we're going to be looking for pullbacks based off your weekly time frame. We do have a bearish looking stochastic. We do have the bearish divergence on the weekly. This pullback could last. And that is why at the beginning of stream I mentioned this right here. We could pull all the way back down to 93,726, and it would not be strange. It would be normal. It would be a 50% pullback, and noted, if we get that entire 50% pullback, I welcome that shit, because guess what? We put in a higher high, we have the opportunity of going to 135k on that move. Not to mention, we did a 50% retrace from low to high here, and we are still waiting to get this move up here at $147,076. I am still very bullish, but to have a pullback over summer, was anybody confused about a pullback over summer? Sell in May, go away? Did we all forget about the saying? Maybe we did. But what will happen to altcoins? They'll probably get devastated. But what does that create? Opportunities. Opportunities for buying. It also creates opportunities for trading. So let's not lose our heads here. Let's put on our thinking caps. How can we make money from this? That's all we need. Shit dumping. They need to keep the saying sell in May and go away. Dump will be massive to close the month. Yeah. No, that is what it is. They're just dumping. No big deal. Let them have their summer vacation. The degens will play afterwards. No big deal. But on the daily, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. And we lose this level. We got a level below us. I'm not worried about it. It's fine. Just waiting to see what happens. Going into our 4-hour time frame. So what could happen over this weekend? Well, we're about to test the 200 simple moving average on the 4-hour. I'm thinking we catch a little bit of a bounce because we have gotten pretty far away from our downtrend. There's a likely possibility we get a move up either to this fair value gap. Maybe, if we're lucky, we get to this fair value gap. If we're lucky. That's a lot of luck. But Bitcoin right now, I'm kind of okay with what it's doing. It's all right. Checking out our liquidation heat map. Let's get a quick refresh while we're live. So, looking at the liquidation heat map, we go into symbol so we can see it as an average across all markets. There are people going long right now. Gotta watch out with these people. This is liquidity to send us to the downside. That's a problem. But if you notice, everyone and their sister is trying to sell. Everyone, all the liquidity is overhead for the daily. Let's check out the weekly. On the weekly, you can see the longs have been absolutely wrecked. All your liquidity is to the upside. Liquidity heat map on the 6th monthly is pretty. On the monthly or 6 month? The 6 month. Let's check out the 6 month. Wow. It looks kind of wild over here, but we do have this pocket of liquidity down here. I don't ever look at the 6 month, so that was news to me. Wow. Trade Intuition in the chat. What is up? How you doing? Number 11 on the likes. We got 24 viewing. He's number 11. Damn, people. Anyways, enjoying the content. Support the channel by subscribing and sharing the content. No shilling here. Only alpha. Yes, only alpha. How you doing today, Trade Intuition? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I caught your VOD. Honestly, great start to your live stream. Love it. Love it. The first thing you did is give everybody a reality check. I love that. Honestly, more people need to do that. It's like, oh, look at this thing. It's up 34%. While all the other bubbles are red. Do we go long? No. Don't touch that thing. Good. I love it. Love it. Just dropping alpha all day, every day out there. Love to see it. Anyways, guys, if you guys can take a moment, go check out Trade Intuition's channel. He drops the alpha non-stop. Y'all would actually get a lot of value out of his channel, and he has some great tunes. So go ahead and check him out. I'm going to drop the link to his YouTube right now. So dropping the link right now. There you go. Let me see if anybody over on Pumpkin has said anything. Anybody on Pumpkin? Nothing at all? Got it. No big deal. No big deal. Alrighty. So that's Bitcoin as a whole. We could see a bounce in the coming 2 days, but I understand that would leave a gap to the downside. So there's that. Can we check out Moodeg chart? Sure. Got you covered. I got you covered, G&H. Moodang. We will check out some Moodang. Got you covered. What we're going to be looking for Bitcoin to start that bounce, though, we need a higher low. We have tons and tons of bullish divergence on relative strength. So now we're going to wait for that little break of a downtrend before we even think about that golden retrace. So right now the downtrend is right here. As long as you stay in this downtrend, just keep shorting it. Who cares? But once you break it, set a higher low, get that confirmation, then you can start thinking about going long and looking for the recovery. If it decided to turn around right this moment, right this second, I would be expecting it to go up to 106.749 as a nice golden retrace, and then possibly rolling over. But we'll see what the market makers decide to do, because they could just keep dropping it on the daily. We have plenty of room to the downside. It could just keep falling like a stone. Be prepared for anything. Mo, I got you covered. I got you covered. Alright, we're going to give the same treatment to Ethereum out here. If you guys notice these boxes, though, I'm going to leave these up for the stream because these are fair value gaps. These fair value gaps are great areas. If it's red, price comes up to it. As soon as it hits, great area to think about shorting. And if they're green, great area to think about going long. Fair value gaps are usually fantastic areas to find good price action. Anyways, let's clear the chart. Let me just go through my thought process on Ethereum, because Ethereum's been real hot lately. But look at the weekly. Look at what you did. You're putting out a lower high. So, of course, we're going to be leaning a little bit bearish on Ethereum after a tremendous rally to the upside. Current levels that I am worried about is this one right here, because we bounced off of it as support. Great. Awesome. Love to see it. After that one, we have this level right here. It was acting as a resistance, became a support. Love to see it. Resistance, resistance, and then support. So this is a good area. And then after that, we're going to look at this right here. Was a resistance, was a support. Great. Was a resistance, tried to act as a support. Love to see it. Okay. Moving to the next one, we have this high right here. This high right here. That's what I like to see, and that's all the levels I care about at the moment. Right now on the weekly, it does look like a nice little test of the 50 simple moving average. We are currently back above the 200 simple moving average, and we're getting pressed right in this little zone. The problem I see here is the fact that we do have a lower high on the weekly, but we have higher relative strength than this peak right here. So that could be a problem. We could need to reset, which I would be looking for this level right here on a reset. $2,010 would make a lot of sense in my opinion based off the weekly. We should find some good support right there. However, we also have this other level right here that could hold us up at 2,278. So depends on how much of a chop we get, but on the weekly, it does look like we could be pulling back. Checking out our daily time frame. Now on our daily, this looks like extremely bullish consolidation. One thing to really take of note is the fact that we are nowhere close to the uptrend that we had at the beginning of this rally. Nowhere close. So beginning of this rally, it looks like this. We could fall straight down to 2010 and it's still super bullish. So don't get discouraged. It still looks good. It's just we're bearishly backtesting the 200, even our 50 simples all the way down here. We got fair value gaps down here. The whole 9 yards says we could come down and we're still very bullish. It's okay. Anyways, going into our 4-hour time frame, this is where I noticed we had a breakdown of a uptrend. So what I did before is I utilized this level right here, this little red wick, and I decided to go up. I guess I didn't use this one because now we're just testing it. I guess what I did was this, and I ignored the wicks. I think I did something like this, which, you know what? I regret doing that. We're going to go with this. So right now, this is the uptrend that we're sitting at. What is going on here? I thought I grabbed the end. So what we're doing here, we're maintaining this uptrend. So we could come down and touch this level. Still extremely bullish. Still extremely bullish. No big deal. We're okay. We're okay. Get off the ledge. It's going to be all right. We do have this here. So we had the false breakout and the pullback. This is looking like a big time liquidity grab to me. Did you load up on Turbo currently way down from your target yesterday at 52? Now it's 39. Get it. I just loaded up more. No, I did not load up on Turbo. I think I said this a few days ago. It just doesn't feel like the time to load up on meme coins, but no, I was trying to trade it. That was about it. But yeah, I got stopped out of that trade. I got stopped out bad. I got stopped out of a lot of trades. It's been an unfortunate week, but it is what it is. Anyways, so right here, we got this downtrend that we need to break. If we do break this, hold support, break to the upside, we have a fair value gap sitting right here. If we do get that lower high, this would be a great opportunity to go short, but this is just what I'm seeing out of Ethereum. We had this uptrend that we broke down from. If we bearishly backtest it, all right, cool. We could continue going down, but then we have another level of support. Ethereum still looks pretty strong to me. I'm not too worried about Ethereum, but if you do look at this as strength just going downhill, you're resetting your RSI while going sideways. Still looks like a bull flag, still can see a lot of upside. We just have to wait and see on Ethereum. So yeah, this one, break a trend line, figure out a trade. But as of right now, getting above this red box here might pose some issues. Coming back down to this trend line might be a good opportunity. We don't know for certain, because all Trump has to say is, we're putting a pause on the tariffs that I mentioned yesterday. And then markets will rally hard. The prophecy. I don't know if I need to beat a dead horse or anything, but we identified the hidden bearish divergence on the daily. We broke the uptrend, and we've been bleeding out ever since. If you got into a short back when I mentioned it the first time, you're in the green. We'll see if we hold support this time at 209 or if we fall through it. If the Trump nonsense keeps on going with these tariff talks and he keeps trying to strong arm his way into a negotiation, this could start tumbling. We could see 155 again. So XRP is in danger. trying to hold on to a very critical level of support. If we fall below it and we bearishly backtest it, oh boy, 78 to 58 cents could be coming. We have fair value gap sitting down there. No one get mad at me. Anyways, just what I see on the chart. Downtrending, not looking fantastic. We'll see if we can catch some bids or not. Moving on to Solana. Solana, same thing, looking terrible. Breaking that uptrend. As I mentioned previously, I was thinking we'd go bullish. I was completely wrong. So we are bearish, we are below a level, and we are aiming at this 146. So 146 is my next target, but we have support sitting down here at 128. We're going to see what happens in the coming days because your daily is reset and entered into the bearish control zone. So we could continue to the downside a lot or just a little bit. We'll see. SUI, the 11% downside played out, so that's kind of cool. The bullish case did not play out. Gonna call it a night. Very tired. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Trade Intuition. I appreciate you coming in to say hi. You're awesome. You're amazing. Get some rest, man. Get some rest. Roxy coming in for the lurk. Appreciate you. Trump is pissed at China. Hold on for the ride. Exactly. That's really all it is. Trump is being pissy with China, but I think he just mentioned the steel tariffs or something and 25%. I don't know. I don't even read it anymore because I'm figuring it's going to be paused in the next few days anyway, so who cares? I would expect SUI to catch a bounce. If we catch a bounce and we come back up to 337, this might be a good opportunity to go short here because then you can start looking toward getting to that level of support at 251. And I would be looking at it like this. Next leg down could be 281. I'm kind of hoping for the bounce here because if we can get somewhere in this zone here, that would be a beautiful setup for a 15% drop. He also basically called Shanghai steel junk metal. That was great. Oh boy, that's wild. Trump pushed for steel tariff to 50%. That's what it was? Okay. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention. Didn't read the headline, nothing. I was like, meh. Trump talking about tariffs again. We go short. No big deal. Shabby steel and Shanghai was his exact phrase. That's terrible. That is terrible. I mean, how can he talk so bad about the place that's doing all of our manufacturing? That doesn't make any sense. But I know he wants manufacturing here, so it is what it is. All right, beautiful area here for AVAX. I would love it if AVAX came into this little zone here or just came up and tried to touch it. I would short the oblivion out of this. I would love that because then we could go right here, get that 50% retrace. We could see this thing come back down to 1713 if we're still bearish. I look forward to seeing that. But it could catch a bounce right now. You're sitting on top of a support. What you're looking for is a break of the downtrend. And then, of course, you're going to be looking for that golden retrace. So, from high to low, let's just get that golden retrace real quick. We do have this right here, where there is a possibility that AVAX could get up to 2267. There's a possibility. You need to break out. You need to put in a higher low. You need this to happen. So that could be a 12% rally, and then it could just roll over and continue going down. However, that would be a higher high. I would look for a higher low, and then a continuation to the upside if that were to happen. So we're going to have to wait and see. What's the target for Bitcoin? We're not sure yet, because it could bounce. Could bounce over the weekend, sell off all week. We're not sure right now. It's starting to catch bids already. Next up, we have Pepe. Yeah, if we look at Bitcoin once more, we're starting to catch bids. If we can break out of this, I mean, I would be aiming for somewhere around this range up here. somewhere up here around 107, 108 before we start seeing more downside. If we continue going down, we're looking for like 96.9. That's really the next level, 96.9. So if we lose 102.7, 96.9. FIDA, got you. Welp, early boy made me miss 35 minutes of stream. It's okay, Rich. You just saw the TA on Bitcoin. That was for you, Rich. That was for you. FIDA. Got you covered. All right, going back to Pepe right now. So Pepe, man, you were in a downtrend. You broke out. Oh my. So this is your new downtrend. Jeez. That was wild right there. What we're hoping for is to catch a bounce on Pepe, come back up to this range up here. If we can get back to this range, this might be a really good shorting opportunity. It's just falling like a stone right now. We don't really play with that. We do not play with falling rocks. Here's our current downtrend. If we can get something to the upside, get close to this downtrend, then start rolling over, that will be a good opportunity for shorting. Currently speaking, if it does want to continue to the downside, you're looking for price to come back up here to 1215 and then to come down to 965. LY was for me. No, I didn't, but like that you are waiting to do BTC TA. I mean, if you go back, we waited a hot minute before getting into the BTC TA. That looks so terrible. Are they going to keep dumping Pepe? Your stochastic should not be going up while you're falling. That's really bearish. That's not good. Good luck, Pepe. We'll see where you go. But no need in trying to get into a short here. Wait for the consolidation and then get into a short. Don't front run the shorts. That's how shorts get liquidated. Don't do it. All right, next up we have is Brett. I'm going to tell you what, Brett has been getting devastated. I don't know what Brett did wrong, but damn. 30K here we come. 30K? What are you talking about? Also, sleep. Is LI or LY a ticker? What is that? All right, looking at Brett, we're going to go through the process here to see where this thing could go because, wow, you're down 10% on the new day. That's kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. If you look at the weekly, you're in a buying zone. So fair value gap. Technically, Brett is in the buying zone. We did have a level of resistance here that we fell through. We have a level of support right here that we could come down to. It would not be weird. Would not be a weird thing at all. Honorable mention to an area that could hold us up. We're actually there right now. Meant to say it. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing out of that so far. Checking out this level as well. That's going to be a hard level to break. Yikes. But if we do break that, I mean, almost a straight shot up. Kind of crazy. Going into our daily. Going into the daily. Daily still has room to fall? That's disgusting. That is gross. We have a downtrend. We lost our 50 after bearishly backtesting the 200. Yikes. We could be in this consolidation for a hot minute. Sheesh. I don't know. Maybe the devs are rug pulling it? What's going on here? That's a joke. That's a joke. Don't take it literal. That is a joke. We lost the uptrend. So if we could get a bounce, bearishly backtest, then we could make an argument for further downside. More than likely, aiming for this 03521 level. More than likely, we could see this thing fall down just a wee bit more. Another 23% is a possibility here. I'd be looking for a bounce, though. I don't think it's going to go straight down like that, but We'll see what the degens are doing. You're oversold on the 4-hour. You have a very steep decline. Holy moly. You got this. So anything close to this downtrend might be a good opportunity to go short. You have this right here. Okay. Very, very steep. So we're going to be looking for higher lows. We're going to be looking for opportunities. But man, this thing is getting wrecked. All right. So that's Brett right now. Check it out on the 15-minute. And it's doing the Pepe thing. You're getting up there while just falling. Dang. Talk about deleveraging. Sheesh. This feels like a long squeeze. This really does feel like it. All right, next up we have Bonk doing the same thing as Pepe, doing the same thing as Brett. You're getting that downsloping consolidation, resetting your stochastic, getting ready for another fall. Dang. Checking it out on the 4-hour, losing this level, we could be looking at 1425. Anything get close to this downtrend might be a good opportunity to go short. We got to wait for a bounce in order to go short. Got to wait for that bounce. Going into Turbo next. Same thing with Turbo. We're finding the depths of the gutter. Problem with Turbo now, you're losing an important level. You did not want to lose this level. If you come back up and you bearishly backtest it, you have a lot of downside. You have a lot of downside. So just keep that in mind with Turbo. You got two levels. There's very inefficient price action here. Very inefficient. So be careful with Turbo. Turbo might get absolutely wrecked. Noted, from a trading aspect, that's phenomenal. But from an investment standpoint, that's terrible. What am I doing here? Yeah, I want this one. Okay. Here's our current downtrend that we need to break. All right. Now, the trade I'm in for the night before I start getting into your guys' requests, I am in hype. I am in hype. So, hype, I noticed this thing on the 15-minute, which, yeah. We ended up making a lower high in this consolidation. We had a level of support here. I was looking for 7% downside, and lo and behold, we're in the green. We're up 51% on the trade, and I did share this inside of my Discord, so you guys know I am being for real. Let's bring this in. The Members Lounge. So right here, I shared it, 6:24, 1 hour ago. I shared this. I was like, I'm looking for this move to the downside. I'm looking for this 7.8% move to the downside. And, well, you guys can just stare at the chart, stare at the gains. We are doing that right now. We're up 51% on the trade. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. So, yeah, needless to say, we're going to be looking into more trades tonight, especially for Pumpkin. Certain app time, you want ADA? All right, we'll check out some ADA for you. We'll check it out. I got you covered, brother. I got you covered. Everybody on Pumpkin, welcome in. If you guys have any requests for charts that you want me to check out, feel free, drop them in the chat. We will be doing a trade tonight. I just need to find something that is worth trading. So until I find that, we are not going to jump the gun. We are not going to try and front run anything in these volatile times. Anyways. Can I plug the Discord for me in chat? Sure. It is in the link. It's in the description down below, but sure. Welcome. Oh boy, it's hidden. What is that? I wonder if it'll pop up right now. I wonder. It did. Huh. Cool. There you go. There's the link to the Discord. Sold my Pepe. Going to buy back when it falls some more. Very nice. Hey, Nigel, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. FWOG, please. We'll check out some FWOG. I got you covered. I got you covered. When recovery, Nigel? We all want to know that. I mean, when no more tweeting. When no more tweet. soon as the tweets end, the recovery begins. What is that LPT that keeps pumping? No idea. Saw it earlier. It was up over 100%, and I turned away from it because there's no way I was going to look at it. There's no way. FWOG. I know you guys are asking for other things, right? Nope, got it. LPT. GST and Ski. Alright. GST Ski. Got it covered. Got it covered. Oops. Hey all. Hope everyone is well. How you doing, Jim? Welcome in. Welcome in. LRC and SXT. LRC. SXT. Got you covered. All right. All right, let's start getting into these requests. We got Moodang first. So checking out Moodang. Moodang. Looking interesting. I like that you got a bounce and you're starting to find some more resistance. I do like that. Let's check it out on the 4-hour. You're still above your 200. Still opportunity downside. SKL. Not. Oh. Okay. SKL. I'm going to blame you for not putting it in caps. It's not even on me. Put it in caps, people. Put it in caps. SKL. Jeez. Alright, so right now, that was a pretty bad breakdown. That was pretty bad. Moodang. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something right here. So you do have this downtrend here. Even if you pop back up, maybe if you're lucky, you hit this fair value gap at 22,109. That might be a great opportunity to go short. Can't believe that few weeks ago auction was pumping like crazy. Now the thing died like OM. Yeah, that's normal. A lot of altcoins will do that because people or groups, like pump groups, if you've ever been a part of one of those, they're interesting places to be because they'll find something with like zero volume, they'll pump the absolute crap out of it and then just let it die. Great sentiment, Doug. Great sentiment. I love it. Very positive. What Doug is saying for the people over in Pumpkin. Great time to DCA. Oh boy. Why is this not working? Hold on. Let's get a quick refresh here. Did my casting stop? My casting stopped. We're having some issues. Let's get back to the casting. Share it. Alright, we're good. Oh, terrible coin. Going to zero. Porky and I have hatred toward auction. Kept trying to trade it. Couldn't. Kept trying to trade it. Couldn't. It was terrible. Okay, Moodang might be hyper bearish. Hyper bearish. If this is the case, if we reset right into the zone and fall over, oh, this is going to be a great setup. Because that would be 50%. Oh boy. So if you get that 50% retrace, we could be going down to 16,535. This is a possibility. It is not a guarantee. But if you get that 50%, you get close to that downtrend, this could be a 19% drop. Crazy. 39,478 viewers and only 19 likes. Make Porky a dull boy? What is a dull boy? What is that? Now would be a great time for Trump to announce no tax on US-based cryptos. That would be crazy if he could do that. Too bad that has to pass through Congress. People have been begging for no tax on US crypto since January. No announcement in sight. Come on, Suey. I don't think Suey's going to be doing well. I don't think it's going to be doing well. It's been dropping this whole time. I don't think anything's going to do that well over the weekend. I think we're just going to get a little recovery bounce and then bleed out. That's my personal opinion. But we're going to see what happens over this weekend. But yeah, Moodang right now, still bearish. You're underneath the level of what was once acting as support, now is getting the opportunity of acting as resistance. Moodang is on the radar for tonight for shorting. We're going to see what happens in the coming hour or two, and maybe we do get our opportunity to go short. All right, next up in the request, we have ADA. ADA Cardano. ADA, downside ahead. Oh boy. Still looking for that 65.58. Almost there. Almost there. I did have this mapped out a long time ago. As soon as we lost this uptrend, well, the flood began. However, what we can argue at this moment is even further downside. Based off of this right here, very small move, could see that 65.42 play out. And then, of course, we're just going to rinse and repeat. Keep on finding these things. Whoa, we got 40 views in here. How are we doing on the like button, guys? How are we doing on the like button? I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and checking out the live stream on YouTube. You guys are absolutely amazing. Those of you who are over here on the live on Twitch, thank you very much. Pumpkin live people, y'all are amazing as well. Don't worry, we're going to be looking for that trade. Just the market needs to chill out. The market needs to chill. But thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for viewing. Hopefully I'm dropping a little bit of information that helps you, and we all can profit from these otherwise abysmal times. Tariffs were supposed to be set by Congress, and that didn't happen, so Trump trying to do no tax on U.S. cryptos would be a walk in the park. Interesting. Interesting. All right, POKT. I don't know what this is. Pocket Network Tether. What is it? What the? Why are we looking at this? This looks crazy. You have a massive ton of bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and check out the daily real quick and see this rocket ship. I mean, I don't really know what we're looking for. Let's go out to the weekly. I have no idea why you requested this. To the moon. Enjoy the ride. You're about to hit some resistance. I honestly have nothing for you at this point. So 08921. Let's see if you can break it. I don't think you will. Look for shorts. I have nothing else to tell you about this one. Maybe you find support at 5882. It's a straight line, guys. Straight line on the weekly. And the worst part is, if you look at the daily, it was yesterday and today. Looks like a single buyer, right? Like, what are we looking at, guys? So there's a tier system to these requests. This was an F tier. We don't even have F tier. It was a very bad request. The fact is, we can't do anything with this because if you put in shorts now, it'll just liquidate you and keep on going. But if you wait, I don't know, a week, it'll probably just start rolling over for you, and then you still will miss the move because whoever's manipulating this thing, good luck. Good luck figuring out what's going on in their mind because it is the weekend. Lower liquidity. I would expect this thing to come down probably all the way down to 0.1545. Eventually, over time, we'll see. Terrible request. Terrible. If you requested it down here, nothing was indicating it would do that. Nothing. Looking at the 4 out, nothing. No one saw this coming. Do not chase this. Do not look at it. I mean, it's not financial advice. This is just personal advice. If you see something like this, we don't touch that. It's like a venomous snake. We don't look at this. This doesn't exist to us. Alright, anyways, moving on. ZBCN, which ZBCN, this is another one. All it was doing was rallying, going to the moon. This does not exist in my world at all. If it keeps going, sure, it could hit this level, but zero substantial pullback at all. It's just running. This is not something I ever look at. You have massive bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Meh. Why is it still rallying? No idea. No idea. Oh, it's a partnership with Ripple. Is Ripple buying it? Like, because they're in the business of acquiring things. So I don't condone what's happening here. I don't like this. I'd like to request BKHY, NOV, Inc., and HHH. Alrighty. Got you. I got you covered. BKHY, NOV, and H. Why they didn't call themselves Triple H and get the WWE on their side, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, if it continues, you still have another 36%, maybe. We'll see. You're resetting your stochastic, so let's just say the party keeps on going. But I would not be touching this at all. I have not been touching it. There is no way I'm going to be ever looking at it until it makes at least a 50% retrace. And that's at least, if it only goes back a 618, I'm still not looking at it. It does not matter to me. Like, I don't like things that just blast off and don't backtest. I stay away from them like the plague. I don't like them. You want Cass or nap time? Alright, I got you. Cass. Speaking of Cass, is my... Okay, it's still working. Alright. Alrighty. So, that's ZBZN. Maybe it goes up 36%. But personally speaking, let's just look at it on the daily real fast. Where do you have support? All the way down here. You are highly overbought with bearish divergence on the daily. A pullback makes all the sense in the world. So if we get that 50% pullback, you could be looking at 39538, but that is a very flimsy level of support. Your real support is all the way down here. Your first level that could act as support is up here. I would be extremely cautious trying to get into this one. If you're already in it, congratulations. Just understand you have daily bearish divergence. It could start pulling back in the worst type of way. Alrighty. Going on from here, we have NOV. Oh, no. BKI? HY. What? Oh, I just wrote it wrong. Anyways. Anywhooey, going out to our weekly. Wait, you mentioned monthly? Monthly too, if you don't mind. We will check the monthly. So checking out the month. What the heck? Okay, I guess they had a really good month. What the heck was that? That's crazy. This entire month, this thing's up 1.25% in a whole month. Stocks, God, they're slow. All right. Thing's a stable coin. Are we trading the US dollar over here? Still stable. Oh boy. This area is acting as major support. 46.43 is what you do not want to fall below. And you're basically just looking for a golden retrace at the moment. So looking to get up to 52.35. Your monthly looks good. Strength is increasing. Looking like you could get this 9.63%. Checking out the weekly. Weekly coming out of the bearish control zone after a crazy wick to the downside. That just looks like a liquidity grab to me. Is this thing a meme coin? That's crazy. On the weekly? Anyways, we could see this thing start pushing to the upside. Yeah, everything's showing you should be going up. So I'd be aiming at this 9.63% move to the upside over the course of, I don't know, 5 years. All right. NOV. NOV Inc. So many levels on the monthly. This thing must have been around for a while. We are holding a level as support. After making a double bottom, we now are making a higher low. This is technically bullish on the monthly. This looks really good on the monthly. So at this point, you're going to be looking at this as a trend break and a higher low. So that is a major trend break. That's a really big deal. Could be looking at 57.34 over the course of the next 5 to 10 years. Oh, 388%, maybe 20 years. I don't know. It's a long time. Let's check out the weekly. On your weekly, we are not broken out of our downtrend yet, but we have 2 downtrends to worry about right now. This thing could consolidate forever. 2027? Oh no. Jim, you are a patient one. You are patient. You're sitting here like, when my grandkids grow up, I'll be able to hand this off as my legacy. All right. In the, I guess, 2-year time frame, 3-year time frame, you could see this thing move up something like 45%. That's what I'm seeing right now out of this particular asset. Don't expect this thing to break out until September, though. Don't expect it to break out until September. All right. Love my reactions, bro. When we look at the monthly and shit, man. Anytime I look at the monthly, I'm like, you're holding this thing for a decade. A decade. You know, speaking of a decade, today was actually a sad day. So I rent space out of the gym that I train out of, and the owners that I've been with for the last actual decade, they have officially ended their fitness career, and now they're switching careers in their 40s, like mid 40s. And they're moving out to Texas, and today was their last day. It was kind of a sad day at the gym, I'm not going to lie. But the new owners are cool. I like them. I'm sticking around that gym. But man, it was it was quite a day. It was like, wow. Just get flooded with memories as you say goodbye. It's kind of crazy. HHH still looking for downside. Still looking for this 26% move to the downside. We're still maintaining this downtrend. Bearish back test on the 200 weekly. So yeah, 26% downside. The cool part about the downside, this could happen in the next month. This is a possibility. So if this continues going, I mean, maybe by January. All right, January. Shifting focus in your mid 40s is a leap of faith. That's for sure. It really is. They're going from owning a gym to moving to Texas to build homes. Damn, you should have bought it. No, I don't want the overhead. I think I could get a better price, but also I get all the benefits of a gym while just renting space, and I don't have to worry about the upkeep. It's kind of a win-win. Unless I plan on getting employees, there's no point in me owning a gym. There's literally no point. So I'm like, nope, keep the overhead low, keep the business running well, we're good. I still plan on training people. We're good. When I decide I don't want to train people anymore, yeah, I definitely should buy my own gym, get some employees, train some trainers, and then move on with my life. Because all I'm going to do when I build out my gym, I'm going to be focused on trying to sell it. That's really it. Build it to sell. Build it to sell. Build a brand, franchise it out, sell the brand. That's kind of the way to do it, so then you can retire early. But neither here nor there. Yeah, I saw this thing. It was like, anytime you decide to start a business, focus on how to scale it so you can sell it. And the business should run fine. Make it to where it's so good looking that you would want to buy it yourself. There's a little food for thought out there for those of you thinking about running a business. Or if you're already running a business, are you running it in the aspect of, if you were somebody out there looking for a business to buy, would you want to buy your own business? Anyways, next up, out of HHH, I mean, we've looked at this before. I don't know, do you still want the monthly? I don't really see the point in the monthly, but I guess we'll check it out anyways. Monthly, still resetting. But I do think you're going to break this uptrend. I think you're going to break it. Yeah, it's good advice. Yeah, it's just, it's something that a lot of new business owners don't really have a mindset of, and I think it's something that a lot more people should think about if you're starting a business. So, yeah, anyways, moving on from HHH, we got Caspa. Actually, I think Caspa might be. Oh man, I missed it. Shit, that is quite a red candle right there. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Damn. You're breaking all sorts of levels of support. Well, you might get caught up right here at 78648. Let's all hope for the best. Let's pray for Caspa, because if Caspa can hold some support, this thing could bounce in a very strong way. HHH trying to be the next Berkshire doesn't seem like a reality. No, it's hard to be Berkshire Hathaway because, you know, the whiz kid from Omaha, he I don't know, he was like the market whisperer. Actually, he just had his eyes open to what was going on. Like, if I'm being for real, eyes wide open, like, hey, things don't look right, I'm gonna sell some assets. Not very hard to do, but good for him. Good for him. I wonder if he knows TA. You know, I do wonder if he knows TA. Yeah, we're getting in that super oversold territory for Caspa. I'd be surprised if it does break through the 7848 level. If it does, you have support at 052397. If it does. But man, that is just straight down. That is like a waterfall. So bad. Bitcoin taking another dive. Sheesh. Not helping these alts right now at all. Checking out the 1 hour. The 1 hour is not even giving you hope. Holy. No, there's a buying strike on Caspa right now. They are just ravaging the coffers here. You might have to wait till tomorrow to figure out how to short this thing. Sheesh. Shot down technicals repeatedly. Did he really? Wow. So he trades off sentiment? Yeah, we're losing the 103 4K level. Jeez. That's tough. That's tough. Alright. Well, that's Caspa. We're waiting to see if you catch a bounce. And considering it's such a strong downtrend, expect more downside. Just expect it at this point. Alright, next up we're going to check his sign. Sign might be getting ready for a shorting opportunity based off your 1 hour time frame. Let's go, baby. I like this. Oh no, XRP's down 5.4845%. No, it was supposed to be at $1,000 by now. Shout out to the XRP army. Shout out to them. Alright, positive here for Sign. You technically broke out of the downtrend, but this could get a little rough. I'd be looking for price to jump back up to this 8195 level, possibly. Possibly. It's a nice, thick, fair value gap. You got your 200 simple moving average on the 1 hour there. This looks like it could happen. So it looks like you could get a 6.93% move to the upside, finding resistance where you found resistance before. It could take a while to get there, but see your 15 looking weird. Looking extremely weird. I would be very cautious about what's going on here because it could just roll over. You do have that bearish cross. If you do get the 6.93% move, expect a lot of sell pressure. You might stop right here. You also might stop right there. We gotta wait and see. Yeah, sold my spot yesterday, hoping for 92K. One does not sell their Bitcoin. They just wait to buy more. Do you think BTC will bounce back to touch the 4 hour 200 simple moving average? Eventually. I just don't know when. I don't have a crystal ball. Mine's broken. Tried to order it off wish.com. Never came. Never came. I got scammed. Chat, feel free to request a crypto in the chat for TA by Porky. Thank you for the nice words over there on Pumpkin, Sir Naptime. Appreciate you. All right, let's see if we do get some upside movement, but already I'm seeing some problems here with this right here. So Sign could see another move to the downside. Based off your 15-minute time frame, Sign could start falling right now. And I would be looking at it like this as a nice little downtrend. This wick right here has me worried, and you're next by the 50 simple moving average. So this is a possibility for Sign in the near term. I was hoping for a little bounce to the upside, but we could see another 8.8% to the downside. AIXBT and Kato. All right, AIXBT, Kato. If you guys are enjoying the stream or the coverage of the bloodbath, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel. I also love having new members. New members are absolutely amazing. You guys would be great for becoming a member. Just throwing it out there. Now, getting back into the TA here, let's look at FIDA. FIDA. We also have exchanges that we are affiliated with. If you want to check the description down below, go ahead, enjoy those exchanges. We're partnered up with Weeks, Buy DeFi, and Blowfin. I believe today might be the last day at that sign-on bonus for Blowfin. If you do deposit, I believe your first deposit will get you an extra $150 worth of trading funds, where you do not get to pull out the trading funds. However, you do get to pull out all of the profits. So it is kind of useful to get that stuff. Take advantage of all the perks and do that. Anybody on Pumpkin, if you do check out YouTube, look for Porky Flounder 65. Currently live. You can join the live stream on YouTube as well, as long as you have access to the USA YouTube, that is. Anyways, looking at FIDA. FIDA is just getting mollywopped out here. Oh boy. Downtrending price, uptrending stochastic. That's really bearish. That is really bearish. Based off of this move right here, what should have happened, and you should have possibly caught some bounces or something, was based off this right here, only getting down to this level. You caught some bids, and then you fell right through. So there's no floor to this thing. We're going to see where it stops. Currently speaking, maybe, just maybe, you hit this 2618, sitting at 0584. Maybe. We'll see. The carnage. The carnage in these markets. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You hit a 50%. You could be going right down here. This is your target. 0607. Oh no. We'll see what happens when you get there, though. We will see what happens, but FIDA could be coming down another 7.28%. No, FIDA, we believed in you. Let's check out FWOG. FWOG. Losing support, never a good thing. Never a good time. You're going to have a bad time. Beautiful rally. Over 160% upside was great. Did not get the second rally. Too bad. So sad. We going down. Oh, no. And this is another prime example of yikes. Yike-a-roonies. 03214 is the target. We'll see how long it takes to get there, but you could see FWOG fall another 40%. Damn. Damn. That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. That's worse than a Diddy party. That's oof. All right. Anyways, the closer you are to this downtrend, the better opportunity it is to go short. Every day, Trump asks Powell to cut rates. I roll my eyes. I know, right? It's like a kid asking for ice cream. It's kind of wild. All right. Next up, we have GST. GST. We hit the 11% downside. No. We hit it, and then we kept going. Oh, God. Are we doing these big moves now? Is that what's happening? Oh, jeez. Let's just pray this doesn't happen, but I guess it's a possibility. You could do this. You honestly could do this. Another 14% downside. Actually, let's bring this down just a little bit. And let's bring this up right here. Alright, maybe it's not as bad. Maybe you stop right here. Another 7.49% downside. Maybe it's right there. Because of this. Hello, 102K. Can you check Moonwell again, bro? I asked 2 weeks ago also. Yeah, we can check out Well. Sure. Well. Remember, guys, if you just post the ticker, it helps out a lot. I'm starting to think there are a lot of bots on Pumpkin. Maybe, actually. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows, man? Alrighty, so let's check in on our trade real quick. How is Hype doing? We are currently up in our trade 82%. I believe we're getting close to the profit-taking level. We are close to that profit-taking level. Up $135 for the evening. Not too shabby. Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. I think only one person chatted a few days ago. Yeah, that's true. Surprised NKN held a low. Wow. It did hold the low for now. That's crazy. There's only so much bullish divergence you can put in, right? But we all know, as soon as you lost this level, bad times. Now if you do come back up, I'm going to expect some very, very strong resistance right here. So just mentally prepare yourselves for that. Oh no. Oh no. Was that a 50% retrace? So, was not looking at this in a bearish manner before. But now, because we fell down, we lost our level, we could consider this. Much lower downside is a possibility. Once again with NKN, I don't freaking know, brother. This thing moves in such weird ways, but maybe the holding of the level might end now that we have firmly created resistance at 0.375. We could have a possibility of coming down to support 67% downside. It's a possibility. However, nothing's really indicating that you're going to go lower. Nothing's saying you're going to go lower. Just saying it's a possibility based off this. And then the consecutive lower highs. So, yeah, nothing ever cleared this high. Everything was lower than it, and then you fell down. So what you really need to do is break this downtrend, and then you can get bullish again. However, maintaining this level is kind of a big deal. Upside is still an opportunity. I mean, we'll see, bro. We'll see. I wish I had better answers for you. I don't have a clue, man. I have no idea. It was so flat right here that it just decided to roll over. It's shocking. Shocking. It could do the same thing. Go absolutely flat this whole time, hit the downtrend, and fall again. So, we'll see. Third touch. Alright. To break it, I don't know. Ought to break it. A third touch ought to break it. Yeah, that's true. If it gets a nice little pop-up, bearish back test, fall, and then fall through, it could happen. So yeah, I don't have much guidance on this one. All I can say is you are severely oversold on the 4-hour. You're expecting a bounce. If you happen to break out of this downtrend and tariffs go away, you could go all the way up here. But if more tariffs are announced over the weekend, like Trump likes to do while he's probably going to the bathroom, you could get a 67% plunge. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Let's move on from this. Cody. Cote. How many humans do we have in chat? Type of 1 in chat if you are human. Wow, nap time. Chill, brother. Who knows? Maybe they're just not chatters over here on Pumpkin. They might just not be chatters, man. Anyways, I'm still looking for trades though. Looking for trades. Anyways, Cody, we were looking for the 15% drop. We got that and then some. We do have support sitting down here at 5053. We are just straight down after the false breakout. How ridiculous is that? Anyways, false breakout and then dump. Oof. Human. No, guys, it's for Pumpkin, not for YouTube. Not for yeah. It's okay though. You guys can type your ones. I believe you're humans. I believe it. So yeah, Cody, we're looking for support. At this point, we're just looking for support, guys. Crypto Addictive. Hello there. Welcome in. I don't recall you talking. That's new. Anyways. Yeah, go to Pumpkin and type 1 for me. That's pretty funny. Link should be popping up in the chat. Should be. I welcome an opportunity to add to your spot ETF holdings. Easy money. Let's go, Jim. Smart. TA on crypto is pretty easy right now. Bitcoin's bearish. Market bearish. That's so true. At least your YouTube viewers are human. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. SKL, you're just dumping. Just dumping it. Oh, you did a very bad thing. Sheesh. So as soon as you see something like this and you broke through it, you're expecting a bearish backtest and then a continuation to the downside. That's really what you're expecting. You have a very distinct downtrend here that just accelerated beyond belief. Current level that you would love to hold and catch a bounce is right here. You would love to hold that. If you don't hold that one, you could come down here. But based off this little area right here, oh, looks like you might be coming to that second line. Measured move. You just might, but you are in that profit-taking zone already. So you could find yourself coming down another 8.11% if we continue our descent. Managed to exchange Pax G through Alpha Bullion recently for physical gold. Honestly, didn't think they'd honor it, but they did. Wow. That's surprising. I didn't know that would happen. Who would have thought? They really are backed by gold. Cool. Made you really bullish on Paxos? Just happy, you guess? Nice. LRC, I was hoping for a bearish backtest. That never happened. Let's get rid of that. The 14% downside did happen, and it's still going. So this thing could continue going to the downside. You have support sitting at 0.741. If you lose that support, you're going to have a really bad time. a really bad time. A really bad time if you lose this level. We get to find out how low LRC could go if you lose that level. You really don't want to do that. What you're doing right now, you don't want to do. What you're doing right this moment on the daily time frame, losing this level, real problem. Always love the bullish case sitting on the chart as we dump into the abyss, right? You know, it's funny because it's like there was an opportunity to be bullish and the market said no. No, not today. No. So then we just clean it off, get rid of it, just wipe our tears. But yeah, we had this one marked out. Hit, and it just went. LRC to the dumpster. Let's go. So also, it's funny. When alt season, when recovery, it has been in this range since March. Since March, you've been down here. Also, if we just zoom out even further, when recovery, everybody wants to talk about alt season. When recovery, like when recovery, we are in the dumpster. We are playing around with cents when it was dollars. It's so bad. I like how 102 is fighting for its life and not get through. 4-hour candle closes in about 40 minutes. We'll see how it does. We'll see. If things look better at that point, great. We have an opportunity of a bounce to then get into shorts. That's what I want to see, honestly. I really want to see that. Because if I find a juicy trade setup that we can just like sink our teeth into, the pumpkin perpetuals is about to go off. But we just got to find that trade. We got to find it. We're on the prowl. SXT next. We're on the prowl. We're on the hunt. We are, oh god, to the abyss. That's where I think this can go. STX to the abyss. 0. It could go to 0. I think I brought this up to you guys before. Things with very little data, high probability of me being wrong on them. But if we're in a bearish market and this has very little data, guess what? This is an appetizer. You're probably going to see this play out. 0.657. More than likely, that's going to play out. You have a level that is acting as a resistance if you try and come back up. That will act as resistance. So then you could see this thing go down anywhere between, and this is a real anywhere between, because 31% is the least of your worries. You're still not in the negative. This is still a possibility. Understand that. If Bitcoin stays bearish long enough, that 95% drop could happen. Alright, but right now, we're aiming at this. 31% more downside. We'll see how long it takes to get there. You gotta break your downtrend. Gotta break that downtrend. Here's your downtrend. You touched it and you went down. Trump and XLM. Alright, Twix. You know, people have been asking about XLM lately. Is there something I don't know about XLM? Is there something I should know about XLM? Alright, next up we'll go to Trump. I say this every time I look at the Trump chart. I don't think anyone should waste their time on this token, but hey, you guys are going to make your own decisions. Do you think BTC gets a substantial bounce from the 4-hour 200? Maybe. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't want a very substantial bounce, if I'm being honest, because it's the weekend. I would love it to just go sideways. Just sideways, maybe bleed out a little bit. I'd like that better, because if we start creating gaps to the downside, it's going to be really bad on Monday. It's going to be real bad on Monday. Hey, Porky. What are your chances China will legalize buying crypto anytime soon? I wouldn't even care. Would not even care, because all they ever do is legalize it in order to ban it. Like that. What did they ban it 4 times? I could care less what they decide to do. The people of China have spoken. They are investing. They have figured out their ways. No, don't. For them to announce it, I think is just a formality at this point. Who cares? They can't stop it. Huh? Oh, it's charged. $200 MA is sitting at 102.6. Well, Bitcoin's catching bids right now. It's making my trade look less attractive at the moment. So there's that. There is that. Trump right now, you are sitting just below a level that was acting as support on the daily. You are just below it. I'm still thinking you should go way down. But we'll see what the traders want to do with this one. Currently speaking, your measured move to the downside since you lost your uptrend is to come down to $6.43. So this is a possibility, and you know what? I might even trade this if I find a very good opportunity to jump in on this, because Trump coin to zero makes me happy. I don't like 80% of coins getting released over the course of 3.5 years to a bunch of insiders. I hate that. I really do hate that. You'd like to request PAX G? Alright, we'll check out PAX G. But yeah, we could see another 38.68% move to the downside on Trump coin. Considering Trump and his tariffs nonsense is causing the dump, I would not be surprised if this thing did this over the weekend. I would not be surprised at all. Just a bunch of people irritated at Trump selling off his meme coin. That would be the least surprising thing of the weekend. All right, XLM. XLM. You broke out of a beautiful downtrend. The problem you're having at this moment, you broke down from an uptrend. And based off this new downtrend here, right there, new downtrend, we can take our fib. We can measure this puppy out. Looks like 2406 is your target. You have support sitting at 1886. So you could see another anywhere between 7.8% to a possible 27% drop out of XLM. These are possibilities if you maintain this downtrend. The tariff thing was funny, but it's getting tired now. It's getting real tired, because as I said at the beginning of stream, it was like, I'm just waiting for which day, maybe Tuesday, he's going to pause it. Markets rally. It's going to be dumb. You're degenning into Chinese narrative meme coins for when they do. Just bought that at 35K market cap. Now over 200K. Nice, Steve. Don't forget to take your profits. Imagine paying for that dinner. Which dinner? Justin Sutton made sure he was first in line. Thought that was hilarious. Are you talking about the $5 million to go to dinner with Warren Buffett? I'm guessing meme coin dinner. Oh, there was a meme coin dinner? What? Wow. Trump talks about tariffs. Gold goes up. Wow. YouTuber Stayer? No, I don't. Not at all. Trump's dinner. Jeez. I could not imagine paying for a Trump dinner. There was a Trump coin dinner? That's so weird. That's weird. Ugh. Crazy thought here. Looks like gold's about to rally again. And it seems like a certainty. 3,850. That's another 16.4% upside for gold. Your weekly reset already, even though you have bearish divergence. It reset its stochastic. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Bullish engulfing weekly candle. Now next week we could see the follow through. Oh my god. You didn't talk about 4K scenario? I guess I did. I did. But I was mentioning we had to break above this, but man, that's insane. I was like half thinking, you know, gold's market cap's pretty damn big. So, you know. Well, no, it looks like gold might be on the move. This looks really strong. You hit the bearish control zone, you're back in the bullish control zone. You have room on your stochastic. This thing could start rallying as soon as tonight, tomorrow. Absolutely crazy. AIXBT. Let's see if we have any chatters over here. No chatters at all. Virtual's catching some bids. Ooh. Are the degens waking up out there? Are we going to be able to trade with some degens? AIXBT. What a shame. It looked so gosh darn bullish. And then it didn't. Oh, man. Well, you still need to put in a lower high. All you have is higher highs to work up against. But if this decides to just be all dumpy dump, then we could see this thing go down. There's your low. And here we go. We could see a 12.42 if it decides to keep on going. I would prefer a bounce, a bearish back test, a lower high. I would prefer all that. But if it just keeps on going, 28% more downside. Let's go into the 4 hour. Let's see if a bounce is coming. 4 hours indicating a bounce should come. You are in a fair value gap. You're right at the bottom of it. So I would be looking for a golden retrace before further downside. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't have to happen. You already got your bearish case, so I don't feel bad about it. But yeah, we could see this thing bounce. Get a nice 28% bounce. Get the hopium going again, not realizing it's a lower high, and then we could roll on over for the absolute dumpster fire of downside. Gold's market cap wants to get a little bigger. Goofy. I mean, it's so big already. That's what she said. Alright, that's AIXBT. You just got your bullish and your bearish case. He's making some great meme coin calls. And Wu, another Chinese play, Jerry and New Beardy, whatever, called them all under 60K market cap, and now they're flying. If they're YouTubers, that means their audience is buying into it. I never trust a YouTuber shilling meme coins. I never trust it because I have to think they're in it for their profits. Stayer is, hey man, just saying, be careful out there. Be careful. I will tell you, if they're shouting it out, they own the token. They have a vested interest in its performance. So just be careful while doing that. Operate with caution. All right, let's check this uptrend real quick. We lost that one and we lost that one. Okay, we're going to stick to this one. False breakdown popped up and we bearishly back tested. Love to see it. Love to see it. So let's go into the 1 hour. Let's see what. Oh, we're oversold on all fronts. It's all a casino. Not all of it. You can make some educated guesses. You can do that. But yes, for the most part, definitely a casino. Definitely a casino. I can concur. Thanks to that wick, it put you into a buying zone. Could be coming down to 174 to 154 for Cato. So Cato could get anywhere between a 4.53 to a 15.54% downside move. Just about be a round tripper. Oh no. You're getting less casino action outside of memes. Nice change of pace. Interesting. All right. Well, Moonwell. Checking out some Moonwell. Moonwell, we were looking for that 44% move. We did it. We did it. It was a wick. It went a little bit deeper than expected, but it got there eventually. I was not trading this, but did you clear your low? They did the liquidity grab on everybody. Oh, that's annoying. Anyways, you hit it. From there, you're pulling back. You made a lower high, too. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, Moonwell at this moment, considering that lower high, we could see Moonwell continue to the downside. It's trying to break a support right now. You have plenty of room to go to the downside in the 1 hour. Moonwell might be the play here. Holy. Because we could see Moonwell fall another 24%. Moonwell might be the play. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. I might like this. It's doing the good old-fashioned bleed out. Oh, boy. It's hemorrhaging. I don't even expect a bounce, honestly. I just expect to go straight down. Wowzers. If you do catch a bounce, here's the other downtrend that you could work off of. This thing's just not looking good. It is not looking good after that crazy spike to the upside. That, oof. You could see another 24% downside, and that's realistic. You could definitely see it. Let's see the 4 hour. Oh my Lanta. 4 hour just giving it to you. The 4 hours basically saying, yep, we could do that with ease. Losing a level of support right now. Can we trade well on Pumpkin? I think I want well. Alright, Pumpkin traders. I think we found one. Hold on. Dang it. It doesn't have well. Gosh. If only we had another exchange that we could trade well on. Oh. Seriously. If only we had another exchange that we could trade well on. What is swell? What is that? No. Too bad. Yeah, another 24% downside. Ye not on Weeksa. Oh gosh, here we are. So sad. Just don't be around Tripper. WTF? I didn't type that. What? Rich, do you have a virus? Are you the virus? Are you a bot? Oh no. You know, if you're a bot, your Warzone gameplay makes a lot more sense. Rich, are you a bot? Damn it, I hit it so well. Your profile pic says it all. Pretty funny. Birdie is a Chinese ratcho based on Matt Fury's bird dog. Riding her until she hits at least 2 million market cap. Nice, Steve. Handle it. What do I think about Dogecoin? I don't know. Let's go find out. I shorted it earlier today. I think we're going down. We are losing a level of support. We have support sitting at 18 cents. Yeah, I think we're going down. I think we're going down here, buddy. Where it stops, I don't know. If we lose 18 cents, we could find 14.9. Now, I'm surprised none of you asked about Aave. Aave here looks pretty nice for the downside. Even though we were catching bids right now, it looks pretty nice for the downside. So on your 4-hour time frame, we have this downtrend to work off of. If we go into our 1 hour though, we are just hitting this stone wall and not breaking this high. This looks great. We are consolidating sideways while increasing our strength. I think this is about to go down. And in the best type of way, honestly. If we get one more move up and we hit this level and roll over, that would be my entry for Aave shorting. I just need that one more little push up because it needs to get this 50% retrace once again, and then just go straight to Pound Town. 219, baby. 219. Aave, I think, is one of the better looking ones to short for overnight. I think Aave is really nice. All right, here's the segment where we are going to go into a deep search into what we can trade, because low-key kind of killing me. I don't know what coins we can trade here. I'm gonna have to write up an entire list of all the coins I can trade on this thing. What is Shia? 3x? Oh, that's pointless. Dot 10x. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I filter this? Maybe we'll go with just Bitcoin. Screw it. See what Bitcoin's doing. Maybe we won't go with Bitcoin. I don't see a higher low yet. Lots of bullish divergence though. Lots of bullish divergence. Oh my gosh. Once Bitcoin hits a higher low, this thing's going to start going to the upside. That's a lot of bullish divergence. Did we make the measured move from this? We have not. We haven't gotten there yet. Interesting. I'm not going to play with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, I'm actually not sure what it's going to do. If it goes up, that's going to be a real problem for the alts also. 85x, OP 10x. Oh yeah, that OP trade I was in, that was terrible. Doge 10x, Injective, K Pepe. What is K Pepe? What is this? Oh, it's Pepe. How much K? Is it 1,000 Pepe? I don't really know. Let's see what Pepe's doing. Nope. Not going to try and play with that. Oh, wait a minute. Moodang. So Moodang, all I need this thing to do is stay below this box. Stay below that box. We're good. If you can come up and touch this, that would be great. I don't know if we're going to. That's a high stochastic on the 15. Huh. Oh, I looked at this earlier. Another 14% downside. You know what? I think we're going to go with Moodang. If we can. Do we have it? Moodang. Yes, we do. Moodang. Live peer going to dump soon also. Live peer. Hold on one second. Let me put this trade in. Let me put this trade in for Moodang. I need it above this. That's 6%. I can only go with a 10x. This is life. This is life. Only a 10x. Wait. I guess we're only trading on a 5x. Okay, so we're going 5x on Moodang short. Sell short. So entering the Moodang 5x short sell right now, right this moment, we are shorting. It is in. We are in the trade, officially in the trade. Now let's go ahead and set up our stop losses, everyone. So right now, stop loss for Moodang. What I would love to see it stay under is this level right here, 20616. 20616 is our stop loss. All right, that is a possible 17% loss. Keep that in mind, everybody. 17% loss, but we have the opportunity at getting 140%, or no, not 140. What's 14 times 5? I don't even know. We're about to find out. 16535. 16535 is the take profit. 13565. So we could lose 17% or we could gain 73.73%. That is the Moodang trade of the evening that we are now in. Hopefully this goes well. Hopefully it goes well. Moodang been dropping hard. You're not wrong. BTC bullish engulf candle on the hourly reversal. I wouldn't put too much credence into a reversal just yet. We still got another 15 minutes. We still got another 15 minutes. We gotta wait. We gotta see. Also, it has to put in a higher low. Like it has no higher low yet. It's a low, lower low, lower low. We need a higher low. So there's still gonna be at least one more pullback. And we're not touching a support. If it blasts it up from here, they're just trying to get the wrong side of all the traders. That's all they're trying to do. It's like, let's liquidate everybody. That's it. Has some ratchet something in her. She's Pi X and ready to have a good time. What in the world are we doing here? What in the world am I reading? Bitcoin catching the bids. Oh no. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, technically Moodang did just put it in a higher low. Maybe it gets that big old move to the upside on the 15-minute. I just have a lack of conviction here that it's going to stop me out. Maybe we come up, we hit this resistance and roll over. Maybe it goes to the moon. I don't know. But we've been dumping so darn hard. Blood for blood god. What? Whoa, what? What? What are we doing, Sleep? What? Y'all are getting biblical out here? It's wild. That is wild. Alright, Moodang. We are down 0.05% in the trade. 0.05%. No big deal. Now we're positive. Now we're positive. It's Friday. You're right, it is Friday. You're absolutely right. Just jokes. I blame the red candles. You should. It's all the red candles' fault. So as we come into this 4-hour candle close, we're probably going to see a little volatility here. Up, down, sideways. But I think overall, I don't think we're going to get a random pump overnight. We could. But I think the pump would come in the morning. In the morning for me. Nighttime for everybody overseas. Everybody on Pumpkin, hopefully you heard what the trade was. We're in a 5x short on Moodang. Currently, we are only up 0.23%. It's only 5x because this platform doesn't like a good time. Only a 5x. Red candles are spicy. Friday crime day. Friday crime day. Let's check in on Hype. Hype catching the bids right now. Came so close to my profit taking level that it's almost disrespectful. Here's profit taking. It stopped here. Disrespectful. Gonna make me wait. God. Red. Green candles taste like guac. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. It will pump because we expected it to. It's great. Porky, how's Sundeg looking? Just got Kraken listing. What? I don't even know what that is. Sundeng. Hippo? This thing's called Hippo? Is the ticker Hippo? It's Hippo. I'm going to need you to call that thing by its ticker. Alright? That's what I'm going to need. Alright, no way. This thing is called Hippo. And it's named Sundang. No, that's going to piss me off. Who named this thing? What a jerk. Alright, it's Sundang, but ticker is Hippo. It's nowhere close, man. Exactly. It's so ridiculous. So on Kraken listing, I've mentioned this before. It's like Kraken's not really that big of a deal, but on the day you're up 5%. Whole market's starting to catch some bids right now. I'm guessing Bitcoin's looking a lot better. Yeah, like Bitcoin's looking better. We're getting that bounce in right now. So that Mudang trade might be in trouble. Other baby. Top people go crazy names, bro. I guess so. Plenty of gaming streamers with 0 viewers breathing into their microphone. Wait, what? It's a shame there's not more people into crypto. I've never seen any channels or live streams with a ton of viewers like the gaming streamers. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah. But noted, if you look at most gaming streamers, they're streaming to 2 people. Like, I really need you to look at the perspective here. Perspective of the gaming streamer. Most gaming streamers are streaming to themselves and their bot. Like, it's a rough world. It's a really rough world. But I think another Chinese narrative play. Okay, alright. Alright. Looking at the weekly, you are all-time lows. Coming off all-time lows. So, confirmation of the low could happen. A confirmation could happen. Now, there's that. There's that. Anyways, let's go into your daily. Daily time frame, you are catching the bids. You're up 5%. You're hitting an area in which it might be a good idea to go short unless they clear the fair value gap. Problem I see here, just right off the bat, you had an uptrend. It was great. It was awesome. It was flourishing. It was devastated. So that's the problem. Chinese QE does crazy things. Yeah, sometimes. But doesn't Chinese QE mainly go to like the manufacturing? And if manufacturing doesn't have anything to do, because they're not transporting as much to the US, I'm interested to know what that's gonna do for their economy. I'm very interested. So, based off that wick, probably looking at it like this. Yep, I'm looking at it just like that. We could be coming down to 0.017,132. This is a possibility. A lot of downside. You're catching a bounce right now, so the closer you are to this downtrend, the better. fairly large amount of Chinese people into their own stock market. Oh, yeah? Could be another 29% downside. Sui's Moondag, I suppose. Oh, interesting. Talking about the same Moondag that we are shorting and currently up 1.66% in our short. A lot of people joining the vibe. Appreciate you guys coming in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We just vibing out here. We are in a Moondag short right now. We're riding it to the downside. A large portion of them also sit in dark rooms, starting a gold futures chart. Staring at a gold futures chart? Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. You know, it's funny. Like, sometimes, just sitting in a dark room by yourself, looking at charts, you get a lot done. You make some real gains. You really do. So I don't blame them for it. Like, hey, do your thing. Get that bag. Get that bag. All right, checking back in on Hyperliquid. 5 minute. 5 minute looking good for our short. We're okay. We're okay. We're chilling. We're relaxing. We're expecting the profit. We're just catching a little bounce. No big deal. You really do? I'll agree. Yeah, no, if you're just staring at the chart nonstop, it's like, great time to go short right this moment. Boom. Eating chicken, taking bong rips, and waiting for bigger dips. Dream tanks, that just sounds like the making of a Friday night. You go. Live your best life. Live your best life. Moodang right now, trying to make up its mind if it wants to dump now or later. I prefer now. I want this thing just to rip. 14% downside. Scare the entire stream. We've been live for 2 hours and 3 minutes. If you guys could do me a huge favor, smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Maybe if you need a place in order to facilitate trading, check out the links in the description down below. We are affiliated with 3 exchanges, amazing sign-on bonuses. Well, I think it's the last day for Blowfin's $150 deposit bonus, but we do have an extra $100 deposit bonus on new accounts on Buy DeFi. And then, of course, you do have sign-on bonuses and everything with weeks. Just understand, if you're using a Chrome internet browser, it works great. If you're using Brave browser, it's terrible. So yeah, keep that in mind. All of them have very good apps. Using their apps, seamless, great, awesome, love it. For those of you on YouTube looking to join in on a different platform, Pumpkin is the place to be. You should definitely join me over here on Pumpkin. If you do, use this link. That would do me a huge favor. If you could use the link, that would be fantastic. Drop in the link in the chat right now. There you go. Did I just cancel out the casting again? Did I do that? Dang it. Let's get a quick refresh. Click OK. I will say that's frustrating. Share. Who was that? What's that? All right. So, Moodang. Oh no. Oh no. We're down 2%. Ah! Everyone be scared. Everyone be afraid. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Chainlink aggressively ramming its head into its downtrend. Falls unconscious immediately after. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, I don't think we had enough fear yet. We had hopium like 3 days ago. So right now I think we are in copium phase before more fear, in my opinion. Yeah, we could have a pretty nice pullback on Bitcoin, which would be normal. It went up 49%. With no pullbacks, no substantial pullback. And also, welcome to June. Sell in May, go away. I mean, maybe it's a saying, maybe it's a prophecy. I don't know at this point. but it seems to play out. I get fear. You have Trump playing musical chairs. That's true. That's the whole thing, because all Trump has to do to ruin every single short out there is be like, okay, I overreacted. We're going to put a pause on those tariffs. All markets shoot up. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? First off, the markets need to stop being so reactionary. They really do. They react to any little thing. Trump wipes his butt the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Dump everything. Trump got a new mug to drink his coffee. I'll buy it up. Like, what are we doing? I thought Wall Street had smarter people. I really did. When I was younger, I thought that was the brightest minds out there in investing. How wrong I was. They're all algorithms. That's all it is. Algorithms, and now it's AI. For real. Yeah, it's stupid. Many of you trade with leverage in chat. I would think all of them in Pumpkin trade with leverage. That would be my thought. Because they can directly copy my trades in here. Did I happen to watch Crypto Banter? I posted it in chat Discord today. No. I started to, and then I took a nap. I entered a Dogecoin short that I thought was going to clear within like 5 minutes. So I entered the trade, and then I went to sleep. I had a weirdly busy day today, now that I think about it. Being busy, I don't enjoy. I do not enjoy that. Alright, we got a new 4-hour candle coming in hot. Here we go. New 4-hour. Let's see, are we bullish? Are we bearish? What are we doing? The market. Lying in wait. Seeing what Bitcoin does. Oh no. Bitcoin's showing a little downside. Oh no, nobody saw downside coming. No one saw it. I wish we had a crystal ball. We would have known. I'm trying to elicit a response on Pumpkin from, I don't know, anyone. I feel that. I feel that. Would be nice. It would be nice. Apparently there's 29 people in the chat over here on Pumpkin. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I do appreciate you all being here. If you could do me a favor, if you enjoy the coverage or the trade, drop a follow over here on Pumpkin, because I have abysmally low followers. Abysmally low. So bad. So bad. It's like 4 people. So if we can up that to a solid 6, that would make my day. You would make a young boy proud. By young boy, I mean a 35-year-old man, but hey, young boy at heart. Looks like painfully choppy downside. Yeah, I feel that. I'm feeling that, Jim. It's making me want to just watch charts and play Warzone. I'm not even going to lie. I don't mind watching charts if I'm playing a video game. I hate watching charts just like stale. Just, ugh. It's like watching paint dry, honestly. Sometimes I watch videos. Other times I'm just playing games on my phone while videos are playing in the background. That's when I know I need to leave the computer. Like, at that point, I'm like, you know what? Let's just walk away. If I can sit here playing a game on my phone, and then, that would be terrible. That's a terrible situation, honestly. Sometimes the brain rot just gets too much. I'll scroll through TikTok. Oh no. That's the worst. If I start scrolling through TikTok, first off, I'm not paying attention to the trade at all. I shouldn't even be at the computer. I'm just death scrolling. It's terrible. We got 30 people in the live over on Pumpkin. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. For those of you who are new to the vibe, we are currently in a short on Moodang. We are looking for this thing to fall about 14% to the downside. Just waiting to see if it does anything for now. Our stop loss is sitting all the way up here at 20616. Our profit taking level is sitting right down here at 16521. So if you want to jump in on that trade, go ahead and copy it, because right now on this platform we are only down 1.66%. It's gone nowhere on a 5x leverage short. 5x leverage short. On other exchange, we are in a short on Hype. It's hyper liquid. We are almost at full profit taking, so I don't recommend taking this trade. But yeah, it could continue to the downside to 28,499 if you guys are wanting to be there. Rich is always bullish on Warzone though. Yeah, he is. I play World of Warcraft or Overwatch 2 while I watch my charts on separate screens. Yeah, Dream Tanks, that makes sense. It makes sense to do that because watching a chart is probably one of the more boring things to do in life, but it is what it is. I wouldn't be able to concentrate with WoW open unless I was sitting in queue. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Like, oh, can't concentrate. Nope, not doing it. So remember, I usually put in my trades, and then when I'm watching I don't like to walk away from the chart if I'm trading on like the 5 or the 15 minute. I like to sit here and wait for it to play out. Unless it starts taking multiple hours, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back at the end of the day, whatever. But yeah. Yo, what's up, Charles? How you doing? Welcome in. Charles, welcome to the live trading portion of the stream. We're watching Moodang, where it could try and stop me out by getting above this entire blue box. Or it could take me to the promised land, all the way down here, where I would be gaining 77% in profit. And it would make the start of my weekend. Lately, I actually only play with Porky because he's the only one that will be my seeing eye dog. I'm just really good at callouts. I will call out everything. Doesn't he usually carry you, Rich? I mean, it's either I'm carrying him or we're dying early and starting a new game. Every once in a while, I see him get some kills. I'm like, let's go, Rich! And then third party happens. Warzone's a fun place. It's a fun place. Just checking the chat over here on Vibe. Nobody talking. It's a Trump market, not a bull market. Chop City. It is very choppy, uncertain out here. What joy it is. Moodang really ain't doing a damn thing. Holy. Hype is moving. I'm happy about Hype moving. But if we put it on a higher low, I'm going to be a little pissed. This thing will consolidate all night. You shorted live peer? No, I didn't even look at it because I don't know what live peer is. Oh, LPT. Let's see what that thing's doing. So LPT went absolutely crazy on the 15-minute. Yeah, great time to short. You just made a lower low. Great time to short. Here's your downtrend. Noted. This one's a little more risky to short, even though you are at a resistance. Putting in a lower high, this thing should fall all the way down. The thing is, it was just so gosh darn bullish on the day. You don't know if it's just going to blast off overnight. Already down $1. Yeah. Like, if I look at the 15-minute, really low on the stochastics, we're catching bids already, putting in a higher low. This, I don't know, it always just gets me worried before the bearish backtest of the uptrend. So if we can get all the way back up here, get that bearish backtest, and then roll over, that would make me happy. That would give me a little confidence to be able to go short. But as of this moment right now, I'd be really worried. This one would make me lose sleep. Honestly, it would actually make me lose sleep because of what it did for the day. This thing was crazy. It was actually crazy. Like, just a huge straight line up, 114%. Seller exhaustion, how do we know? when there's seller exhaustion. Usually it's oversold on the daily. Oversold on the daily, oversold on the weekly. That is extreme seller exhaustion. The divergence between stochastic and RSI is a nice way to gauge that, in my opinion. I don't particularly care about the MACD. That's true. I don't care about the MACD also. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even put in bearish divergence. On the 4 hour, this is bullish consolidation. This thing could rally all night. I'm not touching this. I wouldn't touch this for a minimum of 3 days. I wouldn't even look at the chart if you weren't asking. How far do I think BTC will fall? I don't know. I'm no billionaire. I have no idea. As of right now, I'm looking for 102.304. That's all I'm looking for right now. 102.304. Maybe we get it. Maybe we don't. But if we do get that 102.304 and we consolidate underneath 102.740, we could see 96. Everything's just a possibility until a breakout. Just a possibility until breakout. Coins in blast off are not very appetizing. Yeah. Like, I don't like to try and trade falling knives, so if it's just a straight line down, I don't try and short those. I just let them sit there. I'll give it 3-4 days, a week. I don't actually, they just don't exist to me. Anything that's a straight line, I don't pay attention to it. I need consolidation. I need a break of a trend. I need those things to be able to trade it. If I don't have those things, I just don't even look at it. So I don't get FOMO. Because, I mean, you guys think FOMO to the upside's bad? Bro. When you start shorting the market, you start seeing these deep red candles, FOMO to the downside's way worse. Because you're not expecting people to just randomly start buying. It's so much worse. Hey, Porky, what a crazy day in the markets. Can you do NVTS stock? Sure. Let's see what happened to NVTS. Wow, what a pullback. I don't recall calling anything on this, but from where I put this thing, I'm guessing last time we looked at it, that we were looking at the peak, and I'm looking for that 50% retrace to possibly touching 346. I don't remember talking about it, but that's what I'd be looking for. 346 looks really, really nice on the daily. If you can hold 346 and oh, I looked for upside. Oh, wait. Did I look for upside? I don't know. You're going to have to remind me, DeCloser. Was I bullish on this or was I bearish? Overbought on the daily with bearish divergence? I feel like I was bearish. Yo, what up, bro? Hope you didn't lose as much as I did today. Master E. I barely traded today, so I doubt it. I doubt it. I had a trade on Dogecoin that performed very well. I got 50% on it. And right now I'm in Hyperliquid, which is currently up 71%. I did not do any copy trades because the night before, oh, that was a bad night. When everything started dumping after really good news, that was a really bad night. I got rinsed on OP. Oof. Looks like short squeeze action, classic paper shorting, near price inception, totally flat price action, spike, instant dump, prolonged downtrend. If it holds a level, gonna be super tasty. Exact. Yeah. I was bullish, said after 86% upside from the last peak, as long as it held 580. Oh, okay. You did not hold 580. You are down below 529. I'm looking for 346. Looking for that 346. You're coming down after some bearish divergence. I would think you're coming right down here, hitting some support in the gap. That is a really big gap. Doing it. What's all the hype with Hyperliquid? Why you decide on that trade? At the time of me looking at the chart, it looked like a really good trade. I'll go into that in a second, though. So yeah, I'm thinking this one, you could see a little bit more downside. If you can hold this level after a 30% drop, you then could see this thing rally like crazy. 223%. So I do have very high hopes for the semiconductor space. But yeah, I think you're just going to go through a little bit of a pullback. You got a little overbought. No big deal. No big deal. That was after NVIDIA earnings. Alrighty, so let's go through my process here when it comes to hype. So hype, what I was seeing here was you had, let's go to the one, I think I started this on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, what I noticed was you had this downtrend here. You accelerated to the downside. And then at this point, you were down here. You made a lower high while turning around with hidden bearish divergence. That's what caught my attention. That got me to put in a downtrend here. Then I went into the 15-minute. And my literal words when I said this was like, okay, we're in an uptrend. And then I was like, oh, a lower high. I jumped into the trade right when I saw that, which was right up here. And we are riding this thing down to the 1618. The golden retracement or golden measured move at this point. But yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to take full profit. And noted, we are below a level of support. And our next major level of support is down here at 28,499. So it could just continue to the downside. But this was the trade I wanted. So yeah, that was my entire thought process while going through this. I posted my trade in the Discord for all the members. They got to see it as soon as I got into the trade, which you can see right here. Came in at 6:24 p.m. Currently it is 9:15 p.m. This is what the chart looked like when I jumped in on it. And yeah, it's been going down ever since. Do I watch BTC in the background? Sometimes. When BTC, I'll do TA on BTC first. So before I make any trades, I figure out what direction BTC should be going. And then I don't really need to look at the chart anymore because BTC will follow a trend, which is nice. Hyperliquid won't go away because that damn whale keeps getting tracked using it. Yeah, that's true. But I think he's going to take a little break. He lost 2 trades today. I think he lost over $500 million. It's like, damn, bro. Chill. Can I look at FFAI and BBAI? When you have a chance? Sure. Sure. Moodang, are we in the profit yet? Are we? We're back in profits on the Pumpkin Moodang trade. Currently, we are up 1.33% in our 5x short. For those of you who decided to take the short with me, congratulations. We are now going in the right direction. Congratulations. Alrighty. FFAI, BBAI. It's a stock. Okay. Okay. On the daily. So on the day, you lost 7.26% positive, though. I haven't measured out down here, so I was expecting a pullback. Okay, cool. Cool. Or was I? I don't know. But anyways, currently you are on the 50 simple moving average, you're doing just fine at the moment. You're sitting in neutral territory coming out of the bearish control zone. I would be bullish right now. I would be bullish. I would be looking for 52% upside. I'd be surprised if you fell down further. I would be surprised. That BTC long was dumb. 105.5 was an awful position to take. Wait, who took a long on BTC? Oh, you're talking about the whale? Yeah, I didn't even pay attention. I just saw that he got liquidated twice. How are you going to go 40x leverage long on like hundreds of millions of dollars? This is not the stock market. Absolutely insane. All right, BBAI. Big Bear AI. Looking good. 26% upside. I'm still thinking it can do it. So yeah, you're just hanging out on this uptrend. Beautiful. Give it time. 525 and possibly that golden retrace 733. I guess I read these ones pretty well. I guess I did. Now I don't expect to see that request at all over the weekend. Okay? Let's just make that clear. It will not move over the weekend. It will not move over the weekend. All right? To request it again over the weekend is going to be a waste of everyone's time. Anyways. Getting back to the Moodang trade. Moodang starting to go down. The stochastic is not doing us dirty. No problem, Master E. No problem. He literally flipped a coin at the market open, bounced off the low. That's tough. Curious to know what psychology of traders creates the rounded bottom and a sharp V shape for Adam and Eve pattern. Any theories? I don't think traders are the ones creating it. I think the people who are accumulating are. So you got to think of it as like an order book where you have orders sitting at this level. Market sells are pushing down into those buys. And so periodically you'll start raising the level in which you're trying to get in. While those sell orders are so darn strong, they're just wicking into it. Wick. Just stealing as much liquidity as possible, because if they didn't have those buy orders sitting there, you would imagine it would just plunge straight through. So I think that's what it is. It's just a matter of, because it's crypto, the rounded bottom happens so often because people run out of tokens to sell while they're trying to send the price lower. That's one really nice thing about a finite asset, is you can only sell so much before, oh, I ran out. Yep, you got exhausted at selling. Now we're going up because those guys who wanted it, they still want more, and then they start pushing the price to the upside because they ran out of supply down there, so they keep raising up that level in which they're willing to buy. Smaller exchanges like Kraken can lead to bigger ones. I made nice gains on Moodang and after Kraken listing, now on Robinhood as soon Binance. Oh, cool. Cool. The Binance listing, you'll notice a really big difference. That Binance listing, crazy. It is actually crazy. So it's not the actual Binance listing day that you see like the crazy pump. It's the lead up. A lot of volume. Yep, a lot of volume. But no, it's a lead up because Binance needs to acquire the tokens, and most of the meme coin traders know that, so they start loading up heavily on that. CRV. Check out CRV. Oh man, Moodang trying to catch some bids right now. What a shame. We were in the positive. Now we're in the negative. Any copy trading with Porky? Yeah, who knows? We're currently down 1.22% on this Moodang trade. This has gone literally sideways. How frustrating. All right, CRV. Did you check Sol? Yep, it just looks like it's going down. I think we're aiming at like 146 or some nonsense. STX, are we just rapid fire asking now? Jeez, Moodang seems so low in market cap for all the tier 1 exchanges it has. Well, it's still a meme. Like, the only memes with substantial market caps are Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Bonk and Pepe are close behind them, but Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, they're the ones who command like real market caps. CRV losing a level is pretty bad. You might get a bearish backtest and start rolling over. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours pretty oversold. So once you break this downtrend, I would be looking for that golden retrace at least. At least. So if you can break this downtrend, maybe you come back up to the 7432 level. Understand you do have another downtrend you're going to be fighting with, which is this right here. So if you catch the bounce tomorrow, you might be coming up here around this area before rolling over again. If we catch a bounce. There's no guarantee on the bounce. Otherwise, you do have this uptrend down here that could provide support. At 4806, if we just go in a straight line down. STX. Oh, STX. You know, it has so much potential. I think STX is one of the more underrated ones. If you like Bitcoin, you should like STX. You buy the STX token, you stake it, you get Bitcoin as a reserve. Or a reward. I don't get it. Why do people not buy into STX? You got me. I don't know. Right now, you lost a certain level of support. However, I will say, if this decides to get bullish, because you don't really have bearish consolidation or hidden bearishness or whatever, you just have consolidation, this thing could actually rally pretty hard. So you could see something like getting up to 144 if we do catch a bounce. But this is going to take Trump saying, I'm going to put another pause on all the tariffs that I mentioned. And yeah. But super oversold on the 4 hour. I would be expecting a bounce. If you don't, you have support down below at 34 cents. But 90 cents would be the first target. And we'll see what happens from there. If you get that golden retrace. Big if. It's right up here with this trading. And yeah, 24% upside. And then you could roll back over and touch some support. Iffy time to short at the moment. Jake, you think it's an iffy time to short at the moment? You're probably right. Yeah, we jumped a lot today. You're probably right. Take advantage of low market cap before it runs to $1 billion. Yeah. I get that it's a meme, but still feel the market cap is way too low considering ease of access. Well, you still got to have people who want it. Looks like Bitcoin's catching the bids right now. We're about 30 minutes into the new 4 hour candle. This might be time to get out of our shorts if this is the case. Let's go ahead and check the 15 minute. Yeah, we're starting to get things going positive, so it looks like we're catching the bounce now. And personally speaking, until the bounce is over, I don't want to be in trades for this. I really don't. We got the damn higher low. That's annoying. That's annoying. So we're only going to take 54% on this trade. So frustrating. Oh well, gains are gains. That higher low, golly. I'm sure I'm going to wake up getting this alert that I could have taken full profit. Well, whatever. Bad vibes. Well, of course they're going to go after the shorts. They should. Moodang's a different beast, though. Moodang, I don't think it's actually going to stop me out. I really don't. I'm only risking 17%, so I don't actually care. Because the profitability out of this one is so phenomenal. Only 54%. Yeah. LPT. It's getting into a zone for shorting. You're right. You're right. Once again, I still want it up here. That's my whole thing. I want it up here. I want a high stochastic on the 15 minute. I want it to look like it's ready to dump hard. playing with it. Whale is playing with well. Cool. Good luck, G. If Brett can hit a billion market cap, I think Moodang will. When, not if. It can. It can. I'm not denying that it can. I mean, I was in a meme coin called Pig last bull run. It was just called Pig Finance. What did it do? Nothing at all. That thing hit a billion market cap in 3 days. I know that it's possible. It's just a matter of how long it stays up there. Well, yeah, it has the Space Needle pattern. The Space Needle pattern. That's pretty funny. Nice wick. Maybe we see upside. Maybe. I don't know what time frame you were looking at. Well, this is a downtrend to beat. But since I can't leverage this one, I could care less. Yo, what's up, Charles? How you doing? Lots of coins making lower lows. Are we still bull marketing? I mean, Bitcoin is. Ethereum is. Altcoins. There's an argument. They've never recovered. I can repeat this as often as I want. I know none of you are going to listen to me. We have not really seen an alt season yet. This entire bull run is different. The fact that we made lower highs on the weekly, technically the alt season could come next year. Just saying. Just saying. Look at the 1 hour. But it could still hit a B. What? Brett was the first meme on base that got a lot of attention and didn't have much competition. Moodang has a lot on Sol. Yeah, that's fair. How many times have you been asked that question in the last 5 months, Porky? Bro, a lot. But I feel like I'm doing a good job of staying consistent. I really feel like I'm doing a good job of that. I refuse to be like all the other Moon Boy streamers out there that are like, we're totally hitting an altcoin season because this happened. When recovery? When do we break out of the lower highs on the weekly? When new all-time highs? When that? I don't care about a recovery. I don't care. Except for Kava. I really care about that one. Nobody short Kava. Alright? I really care about Kava. But no, it's just like, ugh. Let's chill out, guys. Let's chill. I might be able to re-enter a short on hype. I didn't quite get my profit-taking level. We were off by a little bit, which kind of sucks, but we are setting up for a brand new short. We could come into this zone here and fall back down. That would bring me joy. That would bring me a lot of joy. I haven't been following market lately. I've been working a lot. Charles, smart. Get that bread, man. Get that bread. It's a good thing. Alt season always happens when no one is expecting. Well, that's the problem. Everybody keeps calling for it. When tariffs? That's a really good one. When tariffs? When are we going to get some tariffs? Some substantial tariffs. When are we going to get those? Yeah, bags have whipped around ever since the Oval Office turned orange in January. That's true. Just see my bags dumped today. Yeah. Nobody knows when tariffs get implemented. Not even Donald. That's pretty funny. Oh, Moondag catching bids. God, this high or low really irritates me. Let's check the 5 minute. I bet this thing's ripping to the upside. Oh, we're fine. If we test that 200, I'll be pissed. That would suck. So Bitcoin right now, we are pushing to the upside on the 5 minute. It's looking good, but it also looks like we're going to find a massive ton of resistance as soon as we get right here. Soon as we get there, oof. It might be lights out for all of crypto. We're just going down. So be prepared for that. Maybe Donald will ask Powell about tariffs? Oh god, that would be hilarious. Hey pal, who should we tariff next since you won't cut rates? Any countries you really like? Where were you planning on going to visit? We're going to tariff the hell out of them. I think that would be a really funny tactic, honestly. That would be really funny. What do you think? Maybe just slightly higher? Yeah? Oh, yeah? So, guys, what do you think about this short idea? We could jump in, go down to 29.53. Would you take the short? Would you believe in the short? Only reason I mentioned this short because we're getting that hidden bearish divergence that I always love to see. We're getting it right now. We're getting it right now. Look at this. Hitting a resistance. This is what I'm here for. If we start turning around, oh geez, get out of here. If we start turning around, odds could be fun. We got this box. Got this little box right here. You never know. Powell should have cut again by now. Yeah, I've also been saying that. Got some parrots in the chat. I love it. I love it. If we turn around right here, I'm getting back into a hyper liquid short. All right, let's check out Pumpkin. How are we doing on the trade? Oh no, we're down 5%. Or sorry, 4.6. 4.6% on Pumpkin. No. We still have positive funding rate? Oh, the advantage is to the downside anyways. It's weird. All right. Are we actually going down? It's not enough of a wick. We need a wick. We need a rejection wick. That's what we really need. Trump gave him every opportunity not to. I mean, really? I thought the Fed was supposed to make sure people still had jobs. Jobless claims ticking up 4 months in a row. Are we sure? Are we sure that he cares about jobs? Moodang's catching all the bids. Oh no. Actually, one thing that would bother me is if it broke this downtrend. If it breaks this, I'm probably going to get out of the trade. I'm not expecting it to break this. Well, 9% loser, 10% loser so far. Oh, thank goodness it's only a 5x trade. So yeah, if we break this right now, probably going to get out of this trade too. And then just wait and see where everything settles. Are we going to get our recovery tonight? Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? Who punched Elon? Well, Elon does train in martial arts. But who knows? Who knows? Did I see the clip Trump played at the start of the Oval gaggle today? No, I didn't. His kid? Not at all. We're breaking the level. All right, we're going to take the L on this trade. I'm not going to sit in Moodang anymore. What a shame. Failed trade. Failed trade. Getting on out of there. Alright. I guess we're just going to wait and see what the market does. Because right now, Mudang could be doing a really cool thing. Could be going up to my stop loss. Great. Told you. What'd you tell me? US and China will work it out, and then crypto gonna fly to all-time highs. Yeah, Bitcoin will. Peer? I don't know what you're talking about. Peer. You kept talking about LPT. It's rounding. It's going. The 5 minutes giving it to us. I was 15. Yeah, I still, I understand this is a level. It could fall from here. I don't like it. And if I don't like a trade, I'm definitely not going to jump into it. But hey, I hope you're profiting from this. I really do hope you are. I'm more interested in hyper. 15 looks precarious. Yeah, it's a weird look. It's not at a so understand what I mean by I want it at a level. This is a level. This yellow line here is a level of support. This is a distinct level of support. We broke through it. We're coming up for the bearish backtest, not only on that level, but also the previous uptrend. Hyperliquid has my undivided attention because it's doing the stuff that I like to see. You're shorting HYOE right now. Okay, cool. But yeah, this is doing the stuff that I like to see. And on the 5 minute, it's like really attractive to me. And now it's starting to put in that hidden bearish divergence. You see that? You see that shit? We're high on the stochastic. This is what I like to see. This is what I usually enjoy trading. Ever feel like they hunt your stop loss specifically, even though in the scale of things your liquidity is minuscule? Yeah, but to be fair, I'm pretty easy to hunt because I'm solely focused on areas in which I could have a tight stop loss and high leverage. So it's like, oh, yeah, makes sense. Hype's doing what I like. Extremely tight stop loss. I'm looking for a stop right here, 32157. I need to do this on my phone. Freaking awesome. So we could lose 6% on this trade. Could lose 6 whole percent. You and 1,000 other people stop loss. Exactly. Like, it's too easy to snipe out my stop losses. So I'm not really mad when or sometimes I'm mad. If I have like a deep stop loss on a 10x leverage, I get pretty pissed. But otherwise, I'm not usually that mad about it. I'm just like, they played the game better than me today. Dang it. 29,534. 29,534. God damn it. 29. Alrighty. Let's see if this holds up. Gold futures especially. Gold futures does that, really? But yeah, hidden bearish divergence, I usually like to trade that. because it'll catch more people off guard because they're not expecting the hidden bearish divergence. What they're noticing is the higher low and the move to the upside. Like I said before, that measured move was going to be up around my stop loss. So, measured move people are looking for while going long is to actually get up here. Based off this little movement here and the fact that we're stopping short and turning around, I like trading the hidden bearish divergence more. And then it's coinciding with a level, I like it even more. Could I get stopped out in the next candle? Of course. Do I care? Not really. Because I'm basically opportunity of losing 6%, or I could gain 117%. Feels like a fake up again. Could be. We don't know. Because once again, like right now, I could be losing 6% in this trade because it's just going to pop straight up there. We don't know. Currently, we're down 5%, about to get stopped out. If I get stopped out in futures without spot, I'm going to be a little angry. I'm going to be a little bit perturbed. But yeah, the other thing to focus on, if we are going to the downside, we should not clear this high. Period. Just should not clear it. That high should be intact. We should make a lower high and continue to the downside. So if it does break that high, it's something else. Used to trade YM on the 10s and 1 minute religiously. Crazy leverage though. I believe it. On such low time frames, you better be using crazy leverage. Otherwise you wouldn't even see the gains. The fees would kill you. Oh man. We're still down? Come on. Come on, Hyper. What we doing? Are we actually going up? Is Bitcoin still pushing? Look at Aave. I don't know what's up with Aave. Aave's on steroids. Let's test Aave's urine. Aave's going crazy. So I take it I'm stopped. I absolutely love it when they use my buy-in as support. Absolutely my favorite. Bull flag? I haven't had enough time to make a real bull flag. Yep, just utilizing my buy-in as support. I guess we're doing something different. We're going up, people. It got me. We lost 6%. No. And with that, everybody, I'm done trading for the night. I'm done trading for the night. There was a request in here, I think. Was there? No, there wasn't. I got them all. All right, we've been live for nearly 3 hours. I feel like that was a good end to the stream. If you draw same line, it'll look like a flag. Could also draw a school next to it. That's pretty funny. Is there a way to look up which cryptos are most volatile for their respective market cap? I don't know about that. But there is a way to look up what is most looked at. You go over here to CoinMarketCap. What's been the hottest or the trending token within the last hour, last 6 hours, last 24 hours, or the last 7 days. So if you're looking at these should have the most volume. So you could trade these. They wicked me out? Oh, these jerks. My goodness. These stop-loss hunting jerks. They wicked me out. Do you see this nonsense? Request. Love you all. You guys, one day. We all gonna make it. We all gonna make it. We all gonna do it. Proper risk management and having some fun. Is it a trend reversal now? No. Not even close, brother. For a trend reversal, at the bare minimum, you have to break out of a 4-hour downtrend and then create a higher low after making a higher high. So much to change the trend. These little turd mongrels, they wicked me out and then they sold off. Oh boy. JP Morgan and Bank of America need your lunch money. That's true. All your shorts been reversing altogether. Well, that's because Bitcoin's going up right now. With Bitcoin going up, I still think Bitcoin's going to have a little trouble breaking out of this. So once we get up there, we can see if we're going to break through 104, hold as support. Then we're going to be uptrending. And then also, we're going to be looking for a golden retrace if that is the case. So with that being said, you could see something in the realm of this happening. So if we do get a golden retrace, we're looking for 107.803. Back in this trading range. We have to wait and see. Looking at Zen. Zen's not even oversold. Unfortunate. You're still making higher lows. The biggest issue that I see here is the fact that you did lose your uptrend. You lost the uptrend. So if you can break back above it, great. A lot of upside. You're still making a technical higher low. And you could see this thing rally. But right now, you need to get back above 851 first. That's the biggest thing. Get back above 851. You are not oversold on the 4-hour. You could go up, bearishly backtest your 200, and roll over. So you're in a waiting game for Zen. But if you break this level at 787, you're very likely to come down to 639. Zen looks hood to me. I didn't know that it joined the Crips or the Bloods, but hey, yeah, it's ready to go hijack some mini marts. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be awesome. Hype, I do believe it just stole my money. Can you believe that? Can you believe this? Hype over here just stealing my money. Man, that 6% was supposed to be mine. No, it's probably going to go up with the market. Probably going to go up with the market. The 1 hour needs to reset. So the exact reason why I got out of my short initially was this little move to the upside. I don't know how high it's going to go. I just know in the morning I'm going to check the charts again and see if we can make some of that weekend barbecue money. If we can make some barbecue money, shit, we doing good. We doing real good. But yeah, we had a failed short on the evening over here on Pumpkin. It's okay though. We're going to be back again tomorrow for more trades, more setups, more requests. Hopefully everybody tunes in. Guys over here on YouTube, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm no longer in trades for the evening. I'm just chilling. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful evening as well. Try not to degen yourselves out of whatever gains you got. Wait for your own setups. Wait for the setups. Hype over here, way too tight of a stop loss, decided to wick me out. And now it is starting to get that wonderful pullback I was expecting. Jerks. But it still could go up. Who knows? Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Deuces, everybody. I appreciate you. If you're not a part of the Discord already, what you doing? Join the Discord. Also, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Do all the stuff and the things. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're over on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're on Pumpkin, hit the follow button. I appreciate each and every one of you for viewing. You guys are amazing. I'll catch you later. Keep those stop losses tight. Deuces, everybody. Deuces.